Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice with It's a Crime and Shame. Now, of course, before we get started into this video, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing and please hit that notification bell for all the latest videos and lives that we do. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about Brian Kohberger, Emma Bailey, and Demetrius Robinson. As well, at the end of this video, we'll talk about Richard Allen and the live tonight with regards to Garett Kirts. So first off, we'll just simply start with Brian Kohberger. And most people know by now that Brian Kohberger has been indicted by a secret grand jury and will enter a plea for the gruesome homicides on Monday after pushing back his arraignments for more than 6 months. Now, let's start talking about Brian Kohberger, Emma Bailey, Demetrius Robinson, and the gentleman that's name is Dave. Okay, so let's start off with Dave. Now, Dave is this name that I've been hearing about lately to do with the Brian Kohberger, and he was giving some information that he felt that he knew. Hopefully he gave this information over to the LE over there as well. Either or, regardless. So Dave seems to be this controversy going on right now with a few channels. Now, at the end of the day, Drunk Turkey Show, which is Daniel, Big Blue, and Jaime, you know, It's a Crime and Shame. We love those guys. And they've had Dave on, I think, Daniel interviewed him and he did it in a video format, I believe, first. Then Lana from Truth and Transparency did an interview with Dave, and then Dave came back over to the Drunk Turkey Show and did another interview. Now, I know Van Life as well has been talking about this guy named Dave on her channel, and I'm going to put all these creators' channels in the description of this video, and you can go check them out yourselves. So then there's this other creator named Crime Time, which I didn't know too much of. Again, mad respect to the creators. You know, you do you, boo. Simple as that. Now, although I really only recently heard of this Crime Time channel, and actually he makes me laugh, he just is very blunt with a lot of cursive words. Anyways, I'm going to have to disagree with Crime Time on this one. So he did a video today, and it says the UI frat student Dave was a name in the comment section that said, "I'd call in, but my deal is exclusive with DTS/TNT." Now, it was more that he was saying that, or thinking that perhaps, you know, Truth and Transparency and the Drunk Turkey Show were paying Dave, you know, to have this exclusive deal with them. Now, I personally don't take it that way whatsoever. I really can't see either of those channels forking over money so that they'll come on to their show. I think that the wording, of course, is getting misconstrued myself, you know, without personal proof. And I haven't talked to Daniel or anything like that, but I'm going to stick up for the boys on this one and Truth and Transparency. And I'm going to go out of my way to say that when it said I'd call in, but my deal is exclusive with DTS and TNT, that probably most likely will mean that basically Dave is going to go between their two channels and basically not go on to other channels. Not that it was in the format of cash in order to go onto the channels. So, although it can look that way and be misconstrued, and who knows, again, I don't have actual proof, but I think common sense and the channels of who he's referring to are literally because they have the exclusive to Dave going on to their channels. That's what makes sense to me. Okay, so with Dave, like I said, there's, you know, controversy going on, it seems like, with that. And, you know, some people are saying that, you know, he's a fake, and, you know, and others, of course, like Daniel, are saying no, you know, like, we vetted him as best as we can. When I personally listened to the show myself on the Drunk Turkey Show, I just felt like Dave, you know, whether or not he handed over the information to the proper authorities as well, it's almost like someone, I believe it was Caden Young, that had died of an overdose. And, you know, he wanted to offer up some information. And he felt like his outlet, I guess, is to go onto a YouTube channel, perhaps, you know, and not be seen, and use a voice changer and do it that way. Now, for me personally, it's one of those things. Not everyone wants their face out there. They might want to talk, and we know this all the time, that they want to talk, but they don't want to put their face out there, and they don't want to, maybe, I guess, they know that other people will know their voice, or at least they fear that other people will know their voice. And again, I mean, it wouldn't be rocket science, right? Basically, this guy lives virtually right, you know, parallel or on an angle from the 1122 King Roadhouse. So I get that, you know, it kind of comes with the territory. So no disrespect there, because at the end of the day, it's one of those things. Either people can have him on the channel or choose not to. It just really depends what the channel really wants to do. And again, we all know that we get emails and different things saying, hey, here's some information, but I don't want my name out there. I don't want to be part of that, but I want to give information. Happens all the time. So now, whether or not somebody agrees with that, again, that's each to their own on that, and each to their own creator. Now, so Dave is talking about the 1122 house, and, you know, about it being a party house, or what's that terminology? Trap house, that's the word. And so with that, now we had talked about this, and I remember talking about this with the Kohberger case, you know, when it was happening, and I think this was before, yeah, Brian Kohberger was arrested. And it was about the fact that I kind of maybe felt like a possible, plausible line was that perhaps Brian Kohberger, couldn't say that properly for a second there, that he was driving around the house maybe 12 or 13 times, possibly because of not necessarily stalking that house, you know, meaning there's definitely sometimes different avenues to look at least ones that make common sense, but, you know. Okay, so let's just take an intermission here to have a good laugh at this picture that has been going around, that this is Brian Kohberger's new look. I'm going to call crap on this one, to be honest with you. I'm going to kind of say that if you look at his face and then you look at Pudgy Wudgy, there's face to the left there, that unless he's eating what Kagan Klein is eating and stuff like that, and his face just, you know, grew a few more freaking cheekbones or cheek fat there, I'm going to say that this one's been altered and played with, and I'm pretty sure that Brian Kohberger doesn't look like that. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not for sure, but when I inspected the elements, it looked like it had been tampered with, and I'm probably pretty sure safe that it is, and I'm pretty sure that Brian Kohberger doesn't look like that. But hey, you never know, right? Grizzly Adams could be coming out, and, you know, the widened cheeks like that could exist now. You know, he could be eating like freaking like a king over there in freaking the jail cell. You know, that possibly it was like a drug house and a party house, and Kim had said that was the WSU mom. She had talked about that, and I thought to myself, well, possibly he was, you know, going to get drugs, you know, and hence why he was in that area. Now, again, plausible for a lot of things. Now, that brings me over to this whole thing with Emma Bailey and Demetrius Robinson. Now, Demetrius Robinson has a pretty nice criminal record, and I'll show you that really quick here. Okay, so this Demetrius Robinson, I mean, definitely he has a definite criminal history going on. It says record matches 4, but there's actually quite a few more for him. And usually when it says ones that are similar or ones, possible ones, they usually are to the same person more times than not. Let's see here on this one here. This is back in 2007. You know, assault 3, bodily harm, criminal attempt, threatened to KILL. Anyways, definitely criminal past, let's just say. Okay, so bottom line is that Demetrius, you know, he has a few aliases that he used, and then there's this video that I came across with Emma Bailey, which I'll show you guys in a few moments. But so Emma and Demetrius, you know, are supposedly these, you know, big substance sellers out there, and that, you know, everyone knows that the 1122 house is a place that, you know, you can go to get substance, as well as other places around there. And kind of like Dave was saying, like maybe in one place it might be 2 out of the 6 people that are selling. But, you know, I think that has come along the way is that Zaina Kernodle was selling substance as well. Now, in all fairness, and, you know, our rest in peace, of course, Zaina. But, I mean, Zaina Kernodle's mother, we all know, you know, has this very bad rap sheet of her own substance abuse going on, and, you know, dealing and whatever. So it wouldn't shock me, to be honest with you, if Zaina Kernodle, you know, was doing that as well. You know, it's definitely plausible, and it's definitely realistic. And again, kind of, you know, might make sense into the whole Brian Kohberger thing. Now, for instance, like that Crime Time guy, for instance, you know, he absolutely believes that Brian Kohberger is innocent. And each to their own thoughts and theories. Again, right? It will all play out at some point, you know, as the trials, whatever, move along. So there's, like I said, there seems to be just a lot of different things going on with this Emma Bailey, Demetrius, and a lot of people questioning the fact if perhaps that this is maybe the reason why what happened on November 13th happened. And I mean, I'm personally, I don't know, to be honest with you. I think that Brian Kohberger myself is definitely the person. You know, they were talking about, I think, DoorDash, that perhaps Emma was the DoorDash or whatever like that. Don't see that whatsoever. But, you know, I think it was Van Life that said, you know, that it would make sense to me too, though, that if someone's maybe ordering food and they're doing a delivery, you know, that perhaps, you know, that substance ends up in the takeout food as they're, you know, delivering the goods or something like that. Anyways, let me show you that video of Emma Bailey. I can't play the music, so I'll just add different music to it from the YouTube creator music. And let me show you that quickly.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't...
Okay, so you guys, obviously, like, the words for that actual video are not even remotely close to the ones that I put to it. It would get bleeped, it would get X-rated, etc., etc. Anyways, I want to know with this part of the video for the Brian Kohberger case, what your thoughts are with regards to Dave, with regards to Demetrius, with regards to Emma Bailey, and with regards to Zaina Kernodle. And tell me what you guys think in regards to the whole substance thing, and, you know, just whatever your line of thinking is or thoughts are, just put them down in the comments below. Okay, so let's move on to Richard Allen. So Richard Allen has there's a thing that they filed for a temporary restraining order. Again, I'm not going to get into all the different speculation. I mean, perhaps, you know, wife Lilith, I mean, Are you overdoing him with pens and paper? I don't know. No, no, I don't really think it has anything to do with wife Lilith. Probably has something more to do with, I don't know, something within the system there. Who knows? Probably just another strategy, another tactic, another whatever going on. You know, me and Adam both have sent in for the inquiry of it. Haven't heard anything back. Not sure if it's available at the moment to us, regardless. And don't forget, you guys, like, so today Garett Kirts had a pre-trial conference. Now, that was rescheduled, I think, for another day again, but yet there still was court today. So tonight we're going to have on Dottie and Ginger, which is, so Dottie, of course, is Ray Hanish's mom, and Ginger is Nicole Boehm's aunt. And they're going to be joining us tonight as well in a live and tell us what happened exactly in court today with that. So look forward to that. That's at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to leave you with all that. Please give this video a like and a share if you don't mind. And again, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. And you guys have a great day.